You're in the office, baby. Going out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Slice Fight Network. We are now joined with Adarius, the humble assassin Walls. He'll be taking on Eric Calvert this Saturday at SEFC 30 at the Lander Center in South Haven, Mississippi. How you doing today, Adarius?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Blessed.
Blessed. Man, hey, that's a good way to be, brother. That's a good way to be. So, all right, man. It's fight week. How you feeling?
Man, I feel good. I feel good. I've been training hard, you know, just trying to bounce back from, my amateur career. You know what I mean? I feel like my amateur career could have been a little better. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, I feel like I gained a lot of experience. I feel like I finished, I ended strong, built some momentum. And so, I'm just ready to show the whole entire pro pool across the world at 125 division, that, the humble assassin is here.
That's right. That's right. Now, this is your pro debut. You're stepping in, to a familiar arena. Last time I was there, I saw you in that fight against Andrew Labie, right? I believe is how you pronounce his last name. And that was quite a little mix up y'all had going on in there, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a little mix up, but just like I told everybody, man, it was unnecessary controversy. Because when the fight ended, you know what I mean, the judges was like, one judge was like, I had AD. The other judge was like, I had AD too. So what's really going on? You know what I mean? So it wasn't even me,
Well,
and so
you you know what it was?
what was
Jared
it?
Jared Travis, as a matter of fact, is the one who pointed out and he called it out. And so the commentary team, we all noticed it from the beginning. So
Yeah,
what it was you were in the standing in the silver corner, but you had blue tape on your gloves, correct? You had
yep.
blue tape on your glove. All right. But see, you were standing in the silver corner, and then he was standing in the blue corner with silver tape on his gloves. And so when they said that the blue corner won, you had the blue tape on your hand. So
Hey,
you were fighting as the blue corner. You see what I'm saying? And so, like,
yeah,
us as the commentary, I personally had you win. Like I said, it was unofficial, that, but I had you win in the fight. And so whenever we saw that, like me and Jared, like we immediately, because we were talking about it throughout the fight on the commentary, but like immediately when they said that, like we knew exactly what happened. And then hey, Brian Hall, being the coach he is, you know what I'm saying? He was like, hold on now,
yeah.
let's talk about this because that ain't what we saw.
Yeah, like you said, you had to fight. I went back. That same night I watched the fight. You know, I watched the fight. A lot more times after.
Yeah.
And mostly everybody watched the fight. I feel like performance wise, obviously, as a father that just wanna, we look for finishes and stuff like that. So I get that like a C performance. Some stuff was going on or whatever, but
Well, that was also
man,
a five
I
round fight.
fight was like 4-1.
Yeah, I was say it was also a 5 round fight. Now, as an amateur, like that's still something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a step up. Even though it's not the 5 minute rounds, it's still 5 rounds instead of 3 rounds. So I mean, there is that added extra to it there. But still, but I like I said, like not this was being non-biased. I mean, I think you can listen back to the commentary. I think I scored it the exact way you just said. I think I had it 4-1 you. Uh,
Yeah,
and it was one of the middle rounds that I thought you dropped to him.
the
Um,
third round. I feel like it
yeah,
was third round. I feel like it
yeah,
was third round.
yeah. I can't recall off the top of my head, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was like pretty clear, you know what I mean? And so it didn't surprise me. But like I said, the middle rounds were tight, and like I said, I did think you dropped one of them to him, and like you said, you think it's the third. But hey, man, enough about that, man. Hey, that ship got righted, and here we on to the next level. And so, man, tell us about because this is my second consecutive time seeing you fight here at the Lander Center, man. Is this becoming like a like a staple, place that you're going to be fighting at as SEFC on these cards?
Man, you know, I'm coming out here my first pro fight. You know, and I'm like I said, man, I'm really just ready to show the entire pro pool across the world. You know, like now that I'm a pro, I'm not in just a small box. I'm not in just a small mix of, local fighters and trying to get started. No, I'm a pro now. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so I'm fighting a much bigger pool of guys. So it's like my eyes really not so, zoomed in on like local guys. It's like, I'm prepared to go across the world and fight, you know, somebody's name that you can't pronounce.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
and, and prove to them that, I'm better than, not just my area, but, everywhere.
Any of them.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
man, I'm just ready to put a staple on my first fight, and just like I said, man, to just really show the world that, I'm here, and we're gonna keep leveling up. We're gonna keep leveling up. My preparation, like I said, my preparation is not for the guys that I'm fighting right now. You know what I mean? My preparation is next level. You know what I mean? The main stage, the big stage. You know what I
That's
mean? And
right.
so,
That's right.
that's what I'm preparing for. And this one step, this one step. So my biggest focus is just becoming 1-0, and just really just I feel like my career is gonna be the person that spoil a lot of other people's careers as far as like this guy 2-0. You know what I mean? He undefeated, he got hype, and I'm gonna give him his first loss. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna go into a lot of people's backyard, spoil their careers, they undefeated, and I'm gonna give them a loss. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like that.
Man, I love that mentality, bro. I do. Like, but that's the way you have to be, right? Like, if you really want to go to the top, man, hey, like it's you got to it's any head that comes in front, you just got to go. You know what I mean? So I love the
All right.
mentality, man. I love what I'm hearing from you, and man, I like I said, I'm a fan, bro. I've seen you fight, from an amateur coming up, several times. And hey, man, like I like where your head's at. I like the progression that I'm seeing in each fight. You can tell you're getting better. And talk to us about that, man. Talk to us about some of the preparation and stuff. Like your camp and everything like that. Like what went into this. Knowing that you're taking that next step up into them 5-minute rounds and stuff.
Man, my biggest preparation is I can say is my team, really. Like my team, you know what I mean? Like once I got with man, Chef P, my trainer, I got with Brown Skin Yoga, he's some of my sponsors as well. My chiropractor just started going to like full-time recovery, James, Dr. Myers, uh, just going to full-time recovery, being under Coach Hall at law school, and just having, that support, them guys around you. And so it's like, I'm very seldom ever alone. Like everything that I do, what I'm saying, I got somebody that's there to help to support. And man, just like man, one thing about it, man, my fans and everybody that support me, man, I really appreciate them because their support real. Because I remember I was the guy that was getting into it and I was doing everything by myself. I ain't had no sponsors, I ain't had no support. It was just, a guy with a dream. You know what I mean? And then now it's
Absolutely.
like I got my sponsors, stuff like that, and we've been full, like we kind of more so like, when I first got my sponsors, okay, a couple months passed, but now we like in the swing of things, and I've been on their programs and stuff like that for a minute. And so a lot of times, like I said, I'm not even showing up. It's hard for me to even, man, I don't want to, nah, this for the one, this what I love to do. And then my team hold me accountable. So it's like, hey, let's go. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about me. That's also another thing about, that's why I love, just using my platform to impact the kids. When I impact the kids, I know, okay, I really know I'm not doing it for me because the kids, they looking, they watching, and being that lead by example type of mentality, and not just with me, but, it's with my brand, because it's a brand thing. I got my brand and, we continue to take this thing to the next level, because after a fight or two, when things start to, go get more, get deeper into the process,
Yep.
I'm gonna
On the
start
up and up.
to on the up and up, I'm gonna start sponsoring other fighters and, kind of helping them get more into, you know, what this is about, what things you need to be focusing on, type of mentality that you need to have,
How to be a
and the people that
professional.
yeah, be professional. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they don't really understand the professionalism of the game, missing
Right. Well,
weight.
exactly.
And,
Well, they like to say that they're a professional, but it's like, all right, now you got to act professional too. You
yeah,
know.
most definitely, most
Yeah.
definitely. And I feel like,
And that's
you
the
know, I
hard
feel
part.
like it is hard. You know what I'm saying? It's most definitely hard. You know, and that's
But
why,
that's what separates you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's a meritocracy. Like that's why the deserving get what they deserve, right? Because you get
most
what
definitely,
you get out what you put in. So it's like,
most
hey,
definitely.
like if you're gonna be undisciplined, well then that's the results that you should expect.
And they gonna show.
Right.
They gonna show.
Absolutely.
You know, I've been training. You know, 5, 6 months for these 15 minutes.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, but
A lot
but
going
like you said, but
15
it's
minutes.
an everyday thing, right? It's like, man, I train. You know, you got to train every day for it. Like if that, like that's the life. You know what I'm saying? Like you started that long ago, but it's like, hey, you know, once you come out of this, it's like right on to the next one. You know, like that.
Yeah,
Before you know it, like that you know that. Hey, man, I've been training for 5, 6 months. It's like then you're gonna look back like, man, I've been training for 3 years for them 15 minutes. You know, I've been training for 7 years for them 25 minutes. You know, like it's just gonna add
yeah.
up and add up. You know, and like that's what I'm saying. I like what I'm hearing from you, man. And I mean, I really think you're on the right track. You got a good mindset. You got a good camp. You're surrounded by yourself with the good people. And man, I'm really excited for you. So now talk to us about your brand.
My brand, it's a fitness and wellness brand. You know, promoting a healthy lifestyle, and so it's an extension of my fighting, and just try to give and show other people that it's a mindset. It's being
Right.
a champion is about having a championship mindset. You
That's
know,
right.
and so just like I said, using my platform to help other people because I was once that person that was undisciplined. I was once that person that didn't really know what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And and I jumped out there. Like I jumped out there. Like I said, I was doing this fighting and stuff like that. And I ain't had a lot of support. My people was like, "What are you doing? What are you
Yeah.
doing? If
Yeah.
you don't go put the work, you know what I
That's it.
mean?"
Yep.
And so it's like I said, I had a lot of epiphanies. I'm sitting there like, man, I got beat up at the gym. Is this something I really want to do? And it's like every time it's like, shake my boots off. Let's go. Strap up. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We got to bounce back. We got to
Yeah.
bounce back.
Yeah. It's like
So
they got to do it again tomorrow. Cause I'm
they
gonna
got to
be
do it
there.
again tomorrow.
Cause I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
And then they got to do it
Yeah,
again. We got,
yeah, yeah.
and
If you
then
don't
we
do it
got
again, then you ducking. Cause I'm gonna be there. You know.
for sure. So man, it's a mentality. And just man, spread my brand across. I expect this to be a global brand. And go across the world to just impact all other kind of lives and just inspire other people to be the best version of themselves. Be the best version of themselves. That's the really
Yeah,
name of the game.
absolutely, man. Well, hey, man, I'm excited for it. Hey, fans,
Uh,
they get to see all that hard work, all that dedication in action this Saturday night, June 8th at the Lantern Center in South Haven, Mississippi. Man, how can the fans follow you on social media?
y'all can follow me on Instagram. It's you type in Humble Assassin, my name will pop up. Facebook, AD Visuals, you know, I think them pretty too. I ain't on Twitter, but Instagram, hit me up. We
All right,
here.
all right, man. You got
Want to
anybody you want to give
know,
a shout out to?
man, want to give a shout out to my whole team. Want to give a shout out to my kids, my family, Stitchy Situation. They sponsor me, Life Juice. One of my sponsors, God Body Law School, Brown Skin Yoga, Dr. Bobby Myers, my kids, Autumn and Maya, you know, they my biggest supporters. Uh, man, like I said, my whole team, Law School MMA. Shout out to my teammates, Marquis, Keon, Danny Barlow, everybody that's just been helping me with this camp, mentally, physically, spiritually. We here to take over.
All right, man. There you have it. Hey, law school's coming for the takeover again this weekend. Get your
Yes, sir.
tickets. Get the stream this Saturday night, SEFC 30. Darius, appreciate your time. Best of luck, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Have a good one.
You too.
All right.